Don't make the mistake of ever thinking every single firearm in the market is worth your penny. Considering all I've been through in the hands of low-performing whack pistols, I can assure you that some pistols out there are only out to get your money. They're as inefficient as they're poorly made. I've shot some really terrible 9mm pistols, and let me tell you, that's been the worst experience of my life. In this video, I'll be exposing the truth about the worst 9mm pistols ever made, from the ones that jam too often to the ones that aren't even worth a glance. I'll tell you all about the worst 9mm pistols ever made, but before that, it'd be a great addition to us if you could take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. We post content like this all the time, so make sure to hit the notification bell so you can be the first to know when it goes up. Now enough talk, let's get right into the action. Number 1. The Taurus Spectrum. Manufactured by Taurus, a Brazilian company known for their affordable handguns, the Spectrum was marketed as a sleek, lightweight option for concealed carry. Unfortunately, it's notorious for jamming, malfunctioning, and generally making a mess of things. One time, I was out on the range trying to get some practice with this paperweight, and the darn thing jammed on me 5 times in a row. To add insult to injury, the trigger pull on this thing is so long and heavy that you might as well be trying to shoot a bow and arrow with your pinky toe. I'm telling you, I've seen cheaper squirt guns that are more reliable than this junk. So if you're looking for a 9mm pistol that's as dependable as a politician's promise, look no further than the Taurus Spectrum. But if you want to hit your target and not get left out of the shooting range, then keep going. Number 2. Hi-Point C9. Yep, you heard that right, the C9. You know, for catastrophic. This ugly brick of a gun is made by Hi-Point Firearms, a company known for producing low-cost firearms, and boy did they live up to their reputation with this one. With the C9, you might as well be shooting a BB gun. Its accuracy is so bad that you could be standing 3 feet away from the bullseye and still miss. Believe it or not, the C9's problems don't stop there. Let's talk about its weight. This thing is so heavy, you would think it was made of solid lead. Carrying this hunk of metal around is like trying to hike the Appalachian Trail with a cinder block strapped to your back, I'm not even kidding. The recoil is like getting punched in the hand by an angry gorilla. Your wrist will be sore for days after shooting this thing. Overall, the Hi-Point C9 is about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Number 3. The Kel-Tec PF9. Made by Kel-Tec, a manufacturer known for its innovative design, the PF9 was supposed to be a compact, lightweight pistol for concealed carry, but this thing is about as reliable as a weather forecast in the tropics. When I took this thing to the range with me, it fell apart in my hands. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, that one of the screws just came loose and then the entire gun just disassembled itself. Like, how does that even happen? The PF9's trigger pull is so inconsistent, it's like playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded revolver. You never know when it'll fire, and when it does actually fire, you'll probably miss the target anyway. Recoil? It's like trying to hold on to a jackhammer. You'd honestly have better luck with a Nerf gun than this thing. All in all, the PF9 is one of the worst 9mm guns ever made. Number 4. Jimenez Arms JA9. Jimenez Arms is a company notorious for producing low-quality firearms, and the JA9 is a perfect example of its shoddy craftsmanship. You could be in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, and this thing would still find a way to jam on you. With its accuracy, you'd have better luck throwing rocks at your target. Seriously, the only thing you'll be hitting with this gun is your pride and dignity. The JA9 is made with cheap materials, so it's like they found the parts in a dumpster behind the dollar store. The polymer frame is flimsier than a wet cardboard box, and the sights are about as useful as a flashlight in broad daylight. And don't even get me started on the grip. It's like holding onto a greased up watermelon. Good luck getting a good grip on this thing without it slipping out of your hands. Number 5. The Braico Arms Model 38. Brico Arms was a manufacturer known for producing budget-friendly firearms, but the Model 38 is an example of how badly budget can go wrong. This gun is as accurate as a blindfolded archer. Seriously, you could be standing 2 feet away from your target and still miss. Reliability? Well, let's just say that if you're counting on this gun to save your life, you might as well just start writing your will. The Model 38 is as sturdy as a house of cards. I've seen children's toys that are more rugged than this thing. The trigger pull is like trying to squeeze juice out of a rock. You could be using both hands and still not get the darn thing to fire. And as if that wasn't bad enough, the sights are so maligned that you could be aiming at the moon and still hit the ground. The Model 38's recoil is like being punched in the hand by a heavyweight boxer. And let's not forget the fact that this gun is so noisy that you'll wish for earplugs every time you fire it. This gun is so poorly made that you might as well be shooting blanks. The only thing this gun is good for is as a paperweight or a doorstop. If you're looking for a reliable, accurate, and durable 9mm handgun, I suggest you look elsewhere. But if you're into self-flagellation or have a morbid sense of humor, then by all means, pick up a Brico Arms 38. Number 6. The Davis Industries P380. Davis Industries was another budget-friendly firearms manufacturer known for producing low-quality guns, and the P380 is no exception. This gun is so flimsy that it might as well be made of balsa wood and bubble gum. One good drop and it'll shatter like a delicate porcelain doll. Accuracy? Well, let's just say that the P380 is about as accurate as a blindfolded archer shooting with a broken bow. This gun jams more often than a traffic-jammed highway during rush hour. If you're counting on this gun in a self-defense situation, you might as well yell bang at your attacker. And speaking of self-defense, the P380's ergonomics are about as comfortable as trying to grip a cactus with your bare hands. Good luck getting a solid hold on this thing without giving yourself blisters. Unfortunately, the 380's flaws don't even end there. Its sights are so poorly aligned that you might as well be shooting with your eyes closed. And let's not forget about the trigger pull, which is like trying to squeeze water out of a rock. And if you think the P380's performance is bad, wait until you've tried to clean it. This gun is as easy to disassemble and clean as a Rubik's Cube is for a toddler. So, there you have it. A lineup of 9mm handguns that would make even the most hardened gun enthusiast shed a tear or laugh hysterically, depending on your sense of humor. Just remember that when it comes to firearms, quality should always trump price. And if you're ever tempted to buy one of these guns, ask yourself, do I want to end up with the gun equivalent of a participation trophy? And on that note, we've reached the end of our journey through the 9mm firearm abyss. I hope you enjoyed this cautionary tale as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you for your own good, actually.